Hello guys and welcome to Tech Inside. My name is Trevor Barnes. I am your host today for this wonderful episode of Let's Talk, and today we're going to be talking about this NVIDIA Shield tablet right here. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, I just want to give two disclaimers real fast. I'm doing a little bit different of a mic setup where I actually have a boom over me. So it's the first time ever doing a mic setup like this, so excuse me if it's not perfect. And number two, I have literally a bunny next to me, okay? We're babysitting a rabbit, so there's some noises. There's actually some flies in here too. It's actually been kind of a disgusting place to live the last few days. So I apologize if you see any flies, like the one you may have just seen go past the camera, and if you hear some bunny chewing or drinking water or something like that. But I digress. We're here to talk about the NVIDIA Shield tablet. And this is my first impressions. I will have a review coming up in a week or two when I really start getting some good use out of it. But I've had this thing for about a week now. It was had to drive like 2 hours and 160 miles almost to get this thing. You can order them online, but they're like 2 weeks delayed. So I really went out of my way to get this thing. Because I really wanted this tablet, number one. Number two, I thought it'd be good for you guys, because many people don't have these yet, and maybe thinking about purchasing one of these, especially with the new Nexus 7 or 8, whatever they're going to actually end up calling it, that is rumored to come out very shortly. It makes you wonder, hey, should I get the new Nexus tablet or go with this guy? So I'm going to go over some of my first impressions, things that I feel like were part of my initial experience while setting up the tablet and things like that. So let's get started real fast. First of all, I gotta say the size of the tablet, initial like weight, feel, really first impressions, just with the hardware of the device, very comfortable. The back does get some fingerprints on it, but it's not too bad. It's probably the best you could expect. I mean, most tablets are bad and get kind of crummy and stuff like that, but this one isn't too bad. It doesn't get fingerprints as much, but it kind of, if you have sweaty hands, it kind of makes like a little mark on the back where you can just rub off. But for the most part, it's actually not too bad. It's better than like the iPads are, especially the iPad minis and stuff. I thought they were like garbage tractors pretty much on the back. But no, this isn't too bad, but there can be sliminess kind of on the back. So that's just kind of a disclaimer in a way. I know some people don't like that, and other people probably don't care. To me, it's not as much of caring. I do like my things to look nice though. But the nice thing is it's like a good rub off. Even with your hands, you can get a lot of the crumminess off. On the front, my initial impression when I first took it out of the box was that the bezels were very big, at least compared to like the Nexus 7. And though they are big, a few things you have to realize is you do have two duo front stereo speakers. I call them duo because there's two, and I don't know, I probably shouldn't have done that. But we don't see this often. Really, in cell phones and tablets, we very rarely really see two speakers. We do have stereo speakers on this, and they are noticeably different and better than other devices' speakers for sure. Though I don't think the loudness is fully there. I think they could have improved on that. Just the fact that it's stereo. When you're playing a game and you hear something coming out the left side and you're hearing it come out the right, you're getting that headphone effect that you're in stereo, and this thing does that pretty well. How does it compare to like the Nexus 7's 3D movie experience thing? Hard to say. If you guys don't know, the Nexus 7 had a 3D type, not a real 3D, but like a fake 3D surround sound type feel, and that worked pretty good, but it never was really compatible with anything else except for the movies that you had to buy through the Play Store. So this is pretty good stereo, so we can't complain there, and it definitely sounds good. So, but again, going back to, I kind of got off topic there, going back to the fact that, yes, the bezels are thicker, but you do have those speakers. Besides that, it's a decent weight. It's not the lightest thing in the world, but it's not the heaviest either. Really, I think it has a good weight to it. Some devices I feel like they're starting to make really cheap feeling because they're so light. And I realize that's just the way things are going, but this definitely has good even weight to it, which I really like too. Like, no matter where you hold this thing, it's the same weight. There's not really any lighter spot, so it's a good solid build. It feels solid when it's in your hand. It doesn't feel, even like compared to my Samsung Galaxy Note 2, like it's plastic, so you push in certain areas, you're gonna get some flex and stuff like that. When I feel like with this, it's a very solid build. It feels like a brick. So I really like that, and I give that a really 10 stars out of 10, or 10 thumbs up, or whatever I'm gonna call this pointing system I'm making up as I go, because it does feel good in the hands. Of course, you do have the pen that comes with it, and this is not a pen that's like on the Note 3, which is, I think they call it a capacitive pen or something like that. Pretty much it uses like a power system, and it's got its own power, and it's a special digitizer. I don't know how the whole thing works, but this is just like a pen, like a regular tablet pen you could probably pick up at Walmart or something, except this is more designed for this tablet, and it's got a special tip. And so far, I gotta say, really, more than anything else, it's the software on this guy that makes the pen so good, and the pen does work pretty nicely, even compared to like the Note 3, which is more designed for it, just because it's a good software on this. So, good software and a good pen. This is probably, as far as like the stupid little plasticky pens, which this is definitely a more premium one, so that does matter and help. So yeah, the pen comes with it and goes into the back here. So I really like that they included this. Not that I know how much I'll use this, but I could use it for taking notes, and I really like the fact that if I ever want a pen, it's just here. I don't have to worry about going to. I have a few of these tablet pens laying around, or styluses I should call them. They're not really pens, but I think that's what they actually call it on this, a pen. But anyway. Let's get to software. I do have a bit to talk about software for my first impressions, because that's a little iffy. Pretty much when I first turned it on, it froze up on me. When I first turned the home button on, I saw the little like NVIDIA logo thing, and it got to like where you would set up and start putting your Google account and stuff like that in, and it froze up. I had to actually hold down the power button, turn it off, and then I got it back on, and I was able to set it up. And then I had lots of problems actually right from there onward. Just being buggy, kind of slow, not smooth at all. I did notice that there was an update for it, so I did the update, and that fixed, I'll say, 80% of the problems that it seemed like it was having. It definitely sped up. I don't really have it freeze up or anything like that anymore. But really, my overall experience so far with this tablet is kind of mediocre at best. I'm sorry to say, because I really like this tablet, and I really think updates will fix this. But my initial impression is it's not nearly as smooth as the Nexus 7. I mean, it is faster. That's the thing. There's a difference between speed and smoothness. You click something, it's relatively open fast, but it's not smooth. It's very like rigidy in a way, and just not like the Nexus 7 at all. And this is a tablet that's not nearly, it is over twice as powerful as the Nexus 7, and is running near stock Android. So there's no excuses for this, for being sluggish and slow. I mean, just for the time it takes to like even rotate the screen and stuff like that, at least compared, I feel like, to the Nexus 7, and I don't know if I'm going to get a good example on video here, but if I just open something like Twitter, of course not a good example because things are actually loading up pretty fast at the moment, but it just doesn't seem to be as smooth and fast. Sometimes it is and other times it isn't, and there's no real reason why that's the case. I think updates will fix this, but it's just, that's my real initial first software impression, is it just needs some work. It's a little strange, and maybe it's my personal experience with it. I don't know. Maybe there's actually something wrong with my tablet, because I've seen other people's reviews and impressions of this tablet, and they have said only but good things about it. And I have nothing really negative to say about the tablet in my first impressions. We'll see about the review as I try more and more of the features of this guy. But I don't know. To me, just not the smoothest experience that I would expect from this tablet, being really a premium 7-8-inch tablet for the price. At least compared to the Nexus 7 and probably the new Nexus 7 or Nexus 8, whatever they decide to call it. So, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely some optimization that could be done to fix a lot of these problems. But really, besides that, you are running a pretty much stock version of Android with just a few bits of bloatware, which is really just NVIDIA's software that you'd want anyway, where you can do the NVIDIA wireless like streaming thing from if you have a NVIDIA compatible graphics card. There are flies all around me. And you got like the NVIDIA hub and stuff like that. That's really about all bloatware that's on it, so not real bloatware, but stuff like that, which you would want anyway. And really, that stuff's cool, and I will be talking more about the NVIDIA stuff and the streaming from your desktop if you have a NVIDIA graphics card and stuff in the final review. I did try it. And I don't have the controller yet, because they're sold out even more so where the tablets are. So when I get the controller, that's really what I'm waiting for to make the review. And I also want to get the cover for it, and that will be in the review as well. But at the moment, I did try it. It does work. It didn't seem to have any problems. I just didn't have really a way to play it. So that's that. But yeah, running a stock version of Android, the only other thing I'll comment on about really having, not that I had a problem with it, but it still has bothered me a little bit, is the Wi-Fi signal on it is not the best. Like, I am 5 feet from my wireless router. If you've seen my house tour, I'm on the couch, and the router is at the TV. It's 5 feet away from me, and I have 3 out of 4 bars. When I go to my room, I have 2 out of 4 bars. This how, like, if I, on any other device, like my phone, a laptop, whatever, I have full bars, like the whole entire house. When I get outside even, I can use devices and still be on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi optimization on this is pretty much sucky. It doesn't really work at all. It's just bad. I don't really know if it's, at least that's what the bars say. Like, I haven't actually experienced dropouts, but I thought at times Wi-Fi could be a little slow. But I haven't really experienced dropouts, I can't say. So maybe I can go outside and maybe it shows like 1 bar or 0 bars or something like that, but still is connected. I don't know. I haven't really tried that as much. But at very least, I like when my devices like are at 100% as they should be and they show what they should be showing. And right now, at least on this current update, it's not doing that. So really what I'm looking for updates wise that will fix a lot of the problems, and hopefully by the time the review comes out, maybe they'll have an update. I don't know how fast NVIDIA is going to be with stuff like this, but I really just want to see it better optimized with everything. Really just better optimized with the OS is the bottom line there. I just want to see things faster, things smoother, etc., etc. And the only other complaint I really have is the Wi-Fi part. Besides that, this is a very solid tablet. I would recommend this over the Nexus 7 because I really do like the screen size. If the new Nexus is going to be an 8-inch tablet, then it's going to be a different discussion again when that comes out. But at least with the current Nexus 7, I would rather have this, even though the current Nexus 7 is still a bit smoother in my opinion. But this thing is a power hog. It plays games. It plays games smooth. Don't get me wrong. Really, when you're in an application, it's as smooth as can be. It's just the OS and navigating and stuff that I've noticed isn't always as nice as I feel like it could be. But playing games, watching movies, Netflix, stuff like that. I was watching a lot of HBO Go on here the last few days in my house. It's a very pleasant experience. It's also a very nice tablet to hold. I feel like, and again, I'll talk about this more in my review, but I feel like NVIDIA thought of things. Like, you may think it's stupid to have the power cord on the top of the tablet, but how many times do you actually use your tablet in bed? And you have to, like, deal with, like, having the tablet on you or something, and you have the power cord sticking in your chest or in the bed or something like that. They thought about that, I swear. This is not a, hey, let's just find a place to put the power cord. I feel like because of how good it's designed, and even when you have it in landscape mode, you still have just enough room to have that power cord in there. So I feel like they really did think about your hand placements, the bed use, and stuff like that while putting those ports in. So I really think they put a lot of effort into this tablet, and I would just like to see some optimization changes. But that's really my first impression. That's where I'm at with it right now. It's been my main tablet, but I honestly haven't been using it that much on the past week, only because I've been around the house. I always have a laptop with me. I do use my phone a lot. I'm trying to use this thing more and more, and I've been trying to use it in replacing my laptop a lot of times, at least around the house, and I have been doing that. My laptop honestly hasn't been used even more so than this hasn't been used. So I've been doing a lot of web browsing and YouTube videos and stuff like that on this to try to get used to it and really get a good first impression for you guys. So this is my first impression. I feel like it's a great tablet. I think it will be one of the tablets of the year. It's insanely powerful, needs some optimization, and I feel like that's seems to be the ongoing thing with these Android flagship tablets, the current Nexus 7, even the previous Nexus 7 before that. I've had both of those, and from day one, I never had a problem with my last Nexus 7, but lots of people did. It seems to be a lot of the same issues. Wi-Fi problems, optimization, being a little smoother. And maybe it's just my unit. I don't know. Maybe I could reformat the OS and it'd be as smooth as can be. I don't know. But regardless if that's the case or not, it's still my first experience with it, and it could be yours. So I'm just warning you. But I would not hesitate to buy this tablet by any means, at least from the first impressions. Again, I'll have a review in the upcoming weeks. I really just want to wait so I can get the controller and also the cover for it, so that can be in my final review. And we'll really compare this thing with the current Nexus 7. I'll do some side-by-side comparisons, and also I'll probably end up getting the new Nexus 7 or 8, whatever they call it as well, to at very least compare to this guy, unless it's like spec-wise not even worth it. But if it's got like the same processor and stuff like that, which it is rumored to get, I'll probably get that so we can do some side-by-sides, and then I'll probably make a roundup what's better and what I'm actually going to keep, because I wouldn't keep both, but I would keep one of them. So that's where I am right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. If you guys want to go buy one, I definitely recommend it. There's some things they can fix, but I feel like even if you're talking about Apple products and iPads, when a new iPad's released, there's always optimizations and especially Wi-Fi problems and stuff like that they can fix. So I think as more and more people get these, right now they are very hard to get. So as more and more people get these and the problems are kind of more known through NVIDIA, they'll have updates. Let's just hope, and I'll end the video here, let's just hope that they're fast on the updates and don't have problems like some other manufacturers of devices. Like, I don't know if you can read this one. It's Samsung. Samsung. Yeah, I mean, just don't be Samsung, NVIDIA. Just don't be. But they don't have to go through any carriers or anything like that. They should be able to release updates for this thing relatively easy. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name has been Trevor Barnes, and it has not changed. So it has been and is Trevor Barnes. This has been Tech Inside. This has been Tech Inside. You're on the channel Tech Inside, so this actually has been Let's Talk on Tech Inside. Wow, I'm failing today. Sorry about the flies. Hopefully not too much noise. What do you guys think of the audio setup? I think it sounds probably pretty good, but I honestly have no idea. Again, so expect more videos on this thing. I got some more Raspberry Pi videos coming up soon. I know I've said I was going to be doing more stuff with that. I've been pretty busy with other things, but we got videos coming. I know Eric's got some cool stuff planned as well. So yeah, I guess that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I said that twice now. I don't remember. What's that? I have no clue. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's the third time I've said this. And I guess I will see you guys. No, I will see you guys next week. So, toodles.